What's going on, guys? It's Try Dragon here. Coming at you with a little bit less lighthearted video. Kind of wanted to have a little bit more serious of a conversation because I see people talking about streaming and what it's like being a streamer and comparing it to other jobs. Right now we're getting a lot of big content creators talking about it, but I'm a small content creator and I kind of want to just weigh in on it because I think it's good to have a full perspective. I love streaming. I love making videos. As video creation is a newer thing for me, I still enjoy it very much. When you compare streaming to other jobs, it's interesting dynamic because when you do anything that you enjoy, people perceive it as this isn't work. You love what you do. I completely understand that too. It's the same thing for, any career. And I think that that's the biggest gap that should be filled when talking about streaming is it is more of a career than it is a job. I watched a full video of one of my favorite content creators, Tectone, reacting to Asmongold, reacting to Hassan, which is kind of the nexus of this conversation. I watched that video and it was just interesting because I think as they do, they all made good points and some of their points I disagreed with, but ultimately, I'm kind of in the similar boat. Socially, it is draining. I have like almost an unlimited social battery. I can just talk and hang out forever, but not everybody's like me. And even more than that, sometimes on stream, I go silent. I'm just focused on the game. I don't like doing that, honestly. I feel like that takes away from the quality of the experience I'm trying to bring. But one thing I will say is, as a career, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of sacrifice, it takes a lot of focus, it takes a lot of humility. Because as I am hitting record numbers at 8 viewers, 10 viewers, it is still, something I have to try for really hard. And when I see that number drop from 10 to 4, it psychologically makes me feel like I'm not doing good enough, right? I'm not funny enough. I'm not engaging enough. And those are things that, it weighs on people, especially if you're a smaller streamer trying to become a larger streamer. Yesterday, I streamed for about 5 hours and I'm feeling under the weather right now. I don't know if you could tell, kind of got a sinus thing going on, but I still streamed because if I don't have that consistency and I don't show up for my viewers, I can't expect that from them. They can't depend on me to be there when they want to watch me stream. Streaming, again, when you compare it to other jobs, I think it's best compared to other careers. When I tell people I'm a streamer, they respond several different ways. People that know what streaming is like, oh, cool, you stream on Twitch, you stream on YouTube. It's awesome. How long have you been doing that? Like they try to encourage you. And generally people are really nice and receptive about it, despite, it being like wanting to be a rapper or a basketball player. It's something that is so, there's such a large margin of people that don't succeed in it. It makes it hard to perceive as a career. I've done things like that my whole life. I'm used to being seen as a person pursuing something that's a little bit, grand. As far as, the other side of the spectrum goes, the other kind of people that see streaming, they don't know what streaming is. I'll tell people, yeah, I'm a streamer. I love streaming. And they're like, what do you mean by that? And I'll be like, well, I play video games on the internet. People watch me. I kind of just talk a lot and then crack jokes. It's like a podcast. I was like, not really. An interactable podcast where I do stuff is kind of a way I explain streaming, I guess. I think it's really important to acknowledge the idea that if I didn't enjoy streaming, I would never do it to pursue wealth. That is not why I stream. I guarantee there's more people that pursue it out of the idea of this is what they like to do, this sounds like something they want to do, than they actually do enjoy it. I'll give you a little bit of history on my stream career. I started streaming back in 2020 around November time. This is gonna get a little bleak. I started streaming around November because my father was in the hospital and we were in the hotel in Seattle because we had to fly him over there for emergency surgery. I brought my PC, obviously. I brought my whole PC to to Seattle where we were at. Me and my sister and my brother and my mom were all in this hotel for about a month. It was a really nice hotel, right? The Wi-Fi wasn't amazing, but it was good enough. My sister was a streamer at the time and she's like, I'm just gonna stream. We're sitting here doing nothing. I'm gonna stream. I was like, okay, cool. So she started streaming. We're just, like, okay, let's dance, I guess. Like she's a just chatting streamer at the time. So we started dancing, talking to their viewers, it was cool. I got like a taste of what it would be like if I was a streamer, and I had been in her streams before, but I don't know, at this point I was a little bit more vulnerable, kind of up in the air and like what I want my life to be like. So I had a good time doing that with her, and then she was like, you should stream. I was like, okay. Well, I set up my PC, I took like a full day of thinking about what I want to play, what I want to do, and I think I still have the VOD up of my first stream. I played Ori and the Will of Wisps in this hotel while my father was, you know, struggling to live. My sister set up my entire stream. She set up OBS for me. She set up everything. She's still my manager. She's my editor now. She's a big part of my career. That process was like so interesting. I had friends show up. People were supporting me. They weren't even talking about the situation I was going through. I wasn't super transparent about it, but I was posting, you know, about like GoFundMe's and stuff. People came through and they just cheered me up. It just cheered me up. Ever since then, I've been a streamer. Like I started streaming since then, and I've been off and on streaming ever since. Now looking at it, 4 years, almost 3 years, all coming up on 4 years later, it's been a wild ride. My father, he did eventually end up passing away. We went back to my hometown, and I was working at a place where they sold electronics. I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I started to commit to streaming. This is the part where it gets a little strange. This is the part where I disagree with some people. Not going to say specifically who I disagree with, but I disagree with some people in the idea that it's a bad idea to quit your job and pursue streaming. It is in a lot of circumstances, maybe even mine, but I was able to pay my bills off of the kind viewers that paid my bills for me. I wasn't making YouTube videos really at the time. I made some, deleted those, they're terrible. It was a lot because the stigma of quitting my job and playing games on the internet, I felt that from a lot of people. It was hard for me. Even more than that, I'm glad I did it because it gave me such a good experience to where, you know, eventually I went through a breakup. I started working again and I stopped, you know, streaming as much. Now that I'm trying to pursue streaming more full-time again, I'm still working, part-time job. As I'm trying to pursue streaming full-time again, I'm so grateful for that experience because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't know what burnout would feel like. I wouldn't know when I'm doing not enough and too much in certain areas. Creating what I call permanent content, YouTube videos, TikToks, Reels, things like that, that's going to be a big bridge for me. I've done a lot of jobs, I've done a lot of things. I can work amazing jobs and hate it. I can work great jobs and hate it. The job part is what I don't like. I used to work at a card shop where it was a comic book shop, but also cards. I love that because I love Magic the Gathering. No, if you see all my Magic cards back here. But so the job was amazing for me. I had such a good time. The crazy amount of homeless people that came in didn't really affect me. The angry customers, the smelly people, those things didn't really upset me because I just enjoyed my environment and what I did so much. Same to be said about some chefs that I know. I have a friend, he's a cook. He loves what he does. Now, sometimes it's hard work. It's really hard work from what I hear to be a cook. From him, he enjoys what he does, and that's why he still does it. My point of what I'm trying to say here is no matter what you do, if you don't like what you do and you're just doing it to get by, I highly recommend making an effort to find a career that you enjoy. As it stands now, I'm working my part-time job that I love. I'm streaming and I love it. No matter what I do, when I'm doing it, I'm enjoying it. Past where I'm at now, there's a place to go. I know that not everybody is as fortunate as me to have that kind of path ahead of them. If you can find a way, I recommend finding a way because what I do wouldn't replace it for anything. Like I said before, streaming is a career. Content creating is a career. So if you have the drive, the effort, the motivation, you enjoy it, you've done it, you enjoy it, you want to make it into something, just keep putting in effort. The thing about this that makes it really hard is it's just like any other artistic or creative space where you have to put so much time and effort to prove that you're worthy. Prove it to other people that you are worth, you know, the effort. You're worth supporting and that your content is genuine. I always want to encourage other content creators to do what they enjoy doing, but being realistic to the outcome. Evaluating your analytics, comparing them to other people, checking your progress, seeing what's holding you, and asking big content creators if possible, getting advice from people that succeeded. A lot of them will tell you the same thing. It's about luck. At the end of the day, never know until you try. Try Dragon. In conclusion of everything, streaming is a very, very great thing, but it takes a lot of thought and effort on the back end to make a career out of it. I wouldn't know because I haven't succeeded. I very much so enjoy what I do, and I'll keep doing it until hopefully I can sustain myself off of it, not have to work a part-time job, and I can be a full-time content creator. If you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe. Sorry to be, you know, so serious this time, but I figured I want to weigh in on something a little bit more serious. I have some other video ideas that I'm gotten to work, but it's just been kind of hard to record stuff, but I'm still gonna stream. Still gonna stream. I'm just gonna be a little bit more chill on these streams. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be having more lighthearted videos coming soon. Maybe I'll do some more serious conversations like this. Just let me know what you think. I would really like to know your guys' opinions on it as streamers or non-streamers or people that never even heard of streaming. I really appreciate the support, and I will be seeing you guys soon. I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.